Alright, welcome to today's class. So today we'll be dealing on integration. Integration is simply the reverse or opposite of differentiation. It is also known as antiderivative or anti-differentiation. Now let's consider this. If y equals x raised to power n, from the concept of differentiation, if you differentiate y with respect to x, which is dy all over dx, you would have x multiplied by the power, which is n, and then n minus 1. This from the concept of differentiation. Now let's do a reverse by integrating the result in order to get back y. So since we have dy all over dx to be nx raised to power n minus 1, let's multiply both sides by dx. So if you multiply both sides by dx, we have dy all over dx multiplied by dx equals nx raised to power n minus 1 multiplied by dx. So on the left hand side, dx cancels dx. So we are left with dy equals nx raised to power n minus 1 close bracket dx. Our next task is to attach the sign of integration or integral sign. So we have here so at this point, integration cancels differentiation because integration is the inverse of differentiation. So we are left with y equals integral of n x raised to power n minus 1 dx. So y becomes, you bring out the constant n. So we have here n integral of x raised to power n minus 1 dx. So y becomes, if you integrate x raised to power n minus 1, you would have n open bracket x raised to power n minus 1 plus 1 all over n minus 1 plus 1 plus the integration constant. So y equals n open bracket x raised to power n minus 1 plus 1. Negative 1 plus 1 is the same thing as 0. So we have here n plus 0 all over n plus 0 plus integration constant. So we have y equals, if you open up the bracket, you would have n multiplied by x raised to power n all over n. Mind you, n plus 0 is the same thing as n. So y becomes, n cancels n, so we are left with x raised to power n. That's to show you that integration is the reverse of differentiation. All right, so what's the formula of integration? The formula of integration is y equals x raised to power n plus 1 all over n plus 1. And then you attach your integration constant. Provided n is not equal to negative 1. N here is the power, and then c is the constant of integration. Let's take an example. Example 1. If y equals x raised to power 3 plus 2, let's call this equation 1. If you differentiate y with respect to x, dy all over dx equals, you multiply x by the power, which gives you 3x, and then subtract 1 from the power, which gives us 2. So we have 3x raised to power 2. Now let's multiply both sides by dx. We have here dy all over dx multiplied by dx equals 3x raised to power 2 multiplied by dx. So dx cancels dx. We are left with dy equals 3x raised to power 2 dx. Now let's attach the integration sign. We have here integral of dy equals 3x squared dx. So at this point, integration cancels differentiation. So we are left with y equals integral of 3x squared dx. Our next task is to bring out the constant. So here y equals 3 integral of x raised to power 2 dx. Y becomes 3 open bracket. If you integrate x raised to power 2, you would have x raised to power 2 plus 1 all over 2 plus 1 close bracket. Remember, in integration, you add 1 to the power and divide by the power plus 1. So y equals 3 open bracket, x raised to power 2 plus 1 is x raised to power 3 all over 3 close bracket. So here y becomes 3x raised to power 3 all over 3. 3 cancels 3. We are left with x raised to power 3. So finally, y becomes x raised to power 3 plus c. Remember, c is the constant of integration.